Bringing attention to our senses, smell, sight, sound, taste, and touch, is a great way to ground ourselves in reality and take control of our focus. So much so that this is the premise of various techniques that people use to help get themselves out of a spinning vortex in their brain. For example, you might have heard of the grounding technique for panic attacks that involves naming 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. Imagine you're planning for a trip, and your to-do list is overflowing, and the travel logistics are getting out of hand, and you're starting to think it's easier to just cancel the whole thing because there's no way this can all come together in time. But then you take a deep breath, and you start to name 5 things you can see: my feet, the chair, my window, the keyboard on my desk, and a piece of paper on the floor. 4 things you can touch: your jeans, the keys on your keyboard, the ring on your finger, and your hair. 3 things you can hear, like your own breathing, the air conditioning vent, and the tapping of your fingers on the desk. 2 things you can smell, like your lotion and the laundry detergent on your clothes. And 1 thing you can taste, like a sip of water or coffee or a bite of cookie or anything that you might have around. How does that feel now? The whole swirl of future what-ifs seem to get a bit smaller and further away because you are physically present in the current moment. This draws our attention to the present moment. By redirecting our attention to the present, we help steer our brain away from the what-ifs and the what-was. These are the things that often trigger fear and panic. In our journaling, we're using a modified version of this technique to link positive experiences with our daily lives. Like our regular journaling process, this modified technique leverages confirmation bias, where the brain tends to notice what it expects. However, this time we're looking for very tangible and achievable things associated with a sense that brings us joy and fulfillment. This helps us notice these positive moments throughout the day and strengthens neural pathways that connect positive feelings with real present-day experiences. For example, if I write in my journal that a good day includes the sound of birdsong and a purring cat, I am setting my brain up to notice these things. This means I'll be more likely to appreciate the moments when I hear birdsong or when my cat purrs, recognizing these as signs of a good day. This practice helps enhance our awareness and appreciation of the positive aspects of our daily lives. Finally, we're not trying to hit every one of the senses we list daily. Some days we will experience all of them, and others not. But you will notice that finding a day where you can't experience at least one is pretty hard. This means we ensure our brain has a slight boost of dopamine and oxytocin, even on our not-so-great days.